The Boston Tea Party, one of the most celebrated acts of political defiance in American history, carried out by colonists who were mad about a tax that made their tea cheaper. Let's back up. It's 1773. Britain is broke, has a massive empire to run, and is sitting on 21 million pounds of unsold tea, which, by the way, is an insane amount of tea. So Parliament passes the Tea Act, which slashes the price of East India Company tea to undercut the competition. The colonists would be paying less for tea than they ever had before. This is the thing they rioted about. Now, here's the part the textbooks quietly skip over. The colonists who were most furious about cheaper tea were the merchants who had been making a very comfortable living, smuggling Dutch tea and pocketing the difference. The Tea Act wasn't hurting ordinary people. It was hurting the guys who owned the boats. The Sons of Liberty, the group that organized the whole thing, were funded almost entirely by one of Boston's wealthiest smugglers, a man named John Hancock. You may recognize his signature. So on the night of December 16, 1773, somewhere between 100 and 116 men, the number is disputed because everyone involved spent the next several decades pretending they weren't there, disguised themselves as Mohawk warriors, marched down to Griffin's Wharf, boarded 3 ships, and methodically destroyed 342 wooden chests of tea by throwing them into Boston Harbor. The whole thing took about 3 hours. They were very organized about it. They swept the decks afterward. They replaced a broken padlock. They were furious. Principled revolutionaries who also left things better than they found them. Britain's response, the Intolerable Acts, shut down Boston's port, suspended local government, and essentially put Massachusetts under military rule, which radicalized basically everyone. People who hadn't cared about tea prices suddenly cared very much about soldiers quartered in their houses. Within 2 years, there was a war. So to recap, a group of wealthy smugglers dressed up as a different ethnic group to protect their profit margins, accidentally convinced an empire to overreact so badly it lost an entire continent, and we put it on the schoolroom wall. The padlock, though, they really did replace the padlock. Liberty has standards.